How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to the Southern Precision Outdoors channel. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the WAVE ATRIS 650 LRF V2. And I know a lot of you guys have never heard of WAVE. They are a newer company on the market, and they have come out of the gates absolutely swinging with this unit. So as always, guys, remember we do a monthly giveaway on this channel, so make sure you're dropping your comments below, asking some questions. We'll respond. And every single month, we're going to do a giveaway that differs between suppressors, hunting gear, tripods, you name it, we're going to give it away. So make sure y'all are doing that. And we're going to hop right into this video with a simple unboxing to begin this. So as soon as you open it, you've got these two flaps. You're going to open these, and then you have your protective carrying case for the unit itself. So once you open up your carrying case, you get your warranty and user manual, an eye cup, two 26-650 batteries, and then up here in this compartment, you get your dual battery charger, a lens cleaning cloth, a USB-A to USB-C cable. Then you will get two of these sleeves for 18-650s, and we'll go over these in just a moment. And then you also get a toolkit. Now, guys, one thing that I did want to mention with this WAVE unit is that it comes with a free ADM mount, a one-piece ADM mount. This is a $200 mount that you get in the box for free with this unit, so that's a great addition to have straight out of the box. All right, now that we've got the unboxing out of the way, I want to move on to the specifications of this unit itself and why they matter. So this is a 640 by 512 thermal. Up front here, you get a 56mm lens that is made out of germanium glass. Now, why does that matter? Germanium glass is very high quality, and it drastically improves your overall image quality of the unit itself. Now, this is a sub 15 millikelvin sensor, and what that means is the lower the number, the better image quality you will get. It is a 2560 by 2560 internal screen, and basically, if you can just imagine looking through a very high quality big screen TV directly up to your eye, the image quality is excellent. It is a 50 hertz refresh rate screen. So what that means is, just say you're trying to hit a running shot, the faster the hertz on a screen is basically a faster response time. So that really comes in handy when you're trying to hit a shot on the run. So this unit does have a 3.5 times base magnification, and it goes all the way up to a 14 times on digital zoom. One really cool thing about this unit that I have not seen any other unit to my knowledge do this, it has a reverse polarity reticle. And I think the only other units that I've seen are the Envision line. I think the Halo does it, where basically when, just say your crosshair is set to black, when you move over your heat, to say it's a Coyote, when you put your crosshairs over that Coyote, that reticle is going to turn white, and vice versa. So if you have it set to white and you run it over a heat source, it's going to turn black, which is really, really cool. You do get 3 different reticle illumination options. You get red, blue, and green on that. This unit itself does have LRF built into the lens housing. Guys, I will tell you firsthand, the range finding function on this scope is flawless. It does a fantastic job, And one thing that I want to say real quick about the LRF is on this unit, you have a standalone LRF button right here, right in front of your other buttons. So that is excellent. Just about every other scope has the LRF button somewhere built into around the menu button, so you can misclick it. So the fact that they put this as a standalone button is great in my opinion. I really like that, especially if you have thick gloves on. This unit does have a 1,300 yard LRF detection range, and it has a 2,900 yard overall heat detection range. So what that means is you can see heat out to 2,900 yards. It will pick it up. Obviously, you won't be able to identify what that is at 2,900 yards, but it can still see the heat. This unit does have a built-in ballistic calculator on it, which is great. You can set all that up either through the scope or through the WAVE app itself. This unit does allow up to 5 profiles, so you can swap it to up to 5 other guns, and you just swap it over and change the profile and you're ready to go. The unit itself boots up in about 3 to 5 seconds from completely turned off, which is very fast. I really like that feature. You do get onboard video, audio, and photo recording. You can also view the videos or photos through the unit itself, which is great. You don't have to transfer them to your device if you don't want to. One thing that I really want to go over on this unit is the batteries itself. So this unit uses a 26650 battery, which is a good bit larger than your normal 18650 battery. Now, these batteries itself, you get 2 of them out of the box. And one thing I will say about these batteries, that they last a long time. So just off one single battery, that's what the scope holds, you will get anywhere from 12 to 14 hours of runtime on a single battery. So that is awesome. It's a big battery, but it overall, the scope itself is very light compared to some of the other 640s on the market. Even with the battery installed, it is still a very light scope. Now, while we're on the topic of batteries, one thing that I do want to mention, like I said earlier when we did our unboxing, is that you get these sleeves here. Now, what these sleeves allow is, just say, most of you guys have a ton of 18650s sitting around for your other devices, your handhelds or other scopes. So just say you forgot to charge these 26650s, no big deal. You have 2 sleeves that come in the box with this unit. So if you've got 18650 sitting around, you throw a 18650 in the sleeve, slide it right in the scope, and you're ready to go. So that's pretty awesome if you ask me. And even if you don't have any, this is your first thermal that you have, the good chance is you're going to be hunting with a buddy or something like that. They probably have 18650s laying around, so you can borrow one of his and throw it right in your scope, which is a awesome feature on this unit. Now that we have all of our specs lined out on this unit, we're going to take a look at the overall button layout and the design of the scope itself. All right, so now that we have our specifications out of the way, the next thing that I want to go over is the button layout on this unit. So up front here, we get a very nice focus wheel. This is how you adjust your focus for your image. Up top here, you get a scroll wheel with a menu button. So this is how you will go through your menu and make selections. Right here is where you insert your 26650 or your 18650 if you're using a sleeve. Now, right here is our dedicated LRF button, and I mentioned earlier that this is a awesome button that they have secluded by itself over here, which is great if you're using gloves. You don't accidentally bump your LRF button. Right here, you have your main power button. That is how you power on the unit and also put it in standby mode. Right here, you have your photo and video recording button, which is used to take photos, or you single press it and you will start your video recording. Now right here you have your color palette mode button. So single clicking it will basically just run you through the 6 different color palettes for the standard color palette mode. Now if you double click this button, you will be taken into the outline color palette mode, and I'm going to show you guys what that looks like in just a moment. It's a really cool feature of this unit. So we're going to move on to the menu of this unit itself and show you the features of the menu. Now that we're inside the unit itself, I want to show y'all a rundown of your color palettes. So this is white hot on our standard color palette mode. This is black hot. This is red hot, green, gold, and violet. And that's your 6 color palette modes. So now we're going to double tap our color palette mode, and that's going to take us into our outline feature. So I really like this feature myself. I think it's very, very cool. So this is our violet outline mode. This is our white outline mode, our black outline mode, our red outline mode, and our green outline mode. Alright, now that we've went over all the color palettes of the unit, we're going to hop into the menu functions of this unit. So if you do a quick press on your menu button on top of your turret, this will open up your brightness and contrast settings. This is the quick menu. You hold that down and back out. Now you hold and long press your menu button, and this will bring up your main menu setting. So the first one is your profile. This is where you can go in and set 5 different profiles for 5 different rifles, and if you put the unit back in the correct spot where you had it, this thing should be zeroed every single time, no problem. And down here we go to our zeroing. This is where you will actually zero the scope for your rifle. Now on our reticle menu option here, this is where you can come in and pick 9 different reticles depending on your liking. You can also turn the reticle off completely. You can adjust the color. You have white, red, green, blue, and black. Then you can come adjust your brightness, your dot, how you want it to look. The mode, you can switch this from a first focal plane to a second focal plane if you want to. You can turn on and off your reverse polarity for your reticle. Now come down to Wi-Fi. This is how you enable the Wi-Fi for the unit to transfer videos and photos. Files, this is where you can come in and view your photos, videos, or recoil activated videos directly through the unit itself. Now if you go into settings here, this is how you either do a pixel correction. You can change it from auto NUC to manual if you would like. You can adjust your laser rangefinder, your recording features, hot tracking. Now your recoil activated video here, you can turn this on or off, and you can also adjust the sensitivity of this so that, just say you accidentally knock your scope on, or you're moving around. If you have the sensitivity set too low, it could automatically start recording if it thinks that the rifle was fired, so that's very cool. Now under color here, you can click this and adjust a lot. You can adjust your color palettes, and under display, if you come down to color, this is where you can change your entire display color palette. So you can go from gray to blue, purple, and red. So we're going to go back to blue. And here you can adjust your zoom, whether you want it on smooth or rapid. I prefer smooth myself. Button assignment, that's how you can change whether you want a quick press or a long press for certain buttons. Units, you can change that. You can also turn off the tilt indicator on this unit. Now under image here, this is how you fine tune the actual screen itself. And then under system, this is how you adjust your date and time, and if you're doing a firmware update or you want to completely reset the unit itself, you can also do that. So now that we have our screen set to the blue option. I'm going to show you what they look like under this. So this is black hot, this is red, green, and gold, and violet. So now we're going to switch to the outline feature. So let's go over to white, and as you can see, since this is set to a blue hue, you do get the blue outline. Alright, so now that we've got all of our specifications and our unboxing and our menu overview done, I want to know from you guys, from the thermal community, what you think about this unit. I want to know if you've ran one, if you've been doing research on one, or you're planning on in the future maybe to buy one. I want to know your thoughts on it. So that helps us grow as a channel to pump out more content for you guys, to help you either learn about new products, or if you already have one, we can help you walk through any kind of trouble you're having. So let us know in the comments what you guys think about this. And as always, if you can, like the video, drop some comments down below, and hit that subscribe button. We greatly appreciate it.